Hello everyone and welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table we have another Game of Thrones, the card game, 2nd edition video for you. This is a special one. We're in the top 4, Mr. Nice Guy Games, Pennsylvania Regional, 2016. And at this top 4 elimination table, on the left we have James Booker, on the right we have Brad Ear. I'm sure you guys are familiar with these two guys from the AGOT's 2nd edition Facebook group, posting in there. These guys are both hilarious. Spent a lot of time with these guys at tournaments lately, and here they are facing off. Sworn brothers, having to eliminate one another to make it to the finals is what has to be done. So on the left we have James playing House Targaryen, Banner of the Lion, and on the right we have Brad playing Lannister, Banner of the Dragon. They reverse. So James has set up Tyrion, a duped Rhaegal, and a Rose Road, getting his 8 gold there and 4 cards. On the right we have Brad, who's got Tyrion out with a bodyguard on him already, a Wildling Scout, and a Rose Road. So 4 cards and 8 gold. Also, both got their Tyrion started here. I've said it before in this series, I'm pretty sure, but James on the left was my only loss in the Swiss. This deck, I did play it, and obviously, and he smashed my face in the Swiss. So I know this deck can get off crazy military presence at the beginning. It is the traditional Smash Brothers that we remember from the core set early chapter pack days. But obviously spiced up a bit with some new cards. But it's the same you know, game plan of just kill, 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 military, just jam it down your throat. Removal from Jacaris, you know, the Targaryen burn effects. And the Lannister Dragon, I'm a little familiar with that deck. Played it a few times. I was also playing it at this tournament. I did not get to play Brad on the day though. But he also obviously did very well. And we see March there, played by Brad, to leave just Tyrion on both sides alone on the board. Get rid of that duped Rhaegal, which is a good play, I think. But does get his March out of the way already. Got rid of his own Wildling Scout. And a noble cause on the Targaryen side. So we're going to see a lord or a lady hit the board. Is it going to be Dany? Is it going to be Drogo? If it's Drogo, it could be pretty scary. Dealing with multiple military challenges right off the bat, and Brad not having any military yet, but he does have a bodyguard though. But he's just got 5 gold here to work with, so let's see what he does with it. He plays a Lannister merchant, down with his locations. I guess they're not good enough to be placed with the characters, so they have to sit in the background. And we have a merchant playing a merchant. We see a copy of Ser Jorah Mormont in the hand there of Brad, and he's going to play it. And 2 gold saved. Interesting. Maybe he's going to have a Burnman make a jump in there. He does have a Lirio in hand, we see. Flipping through those cards. A copy of Miri is in Brad's hand already. Trying to see what else he has there. So we got another Rose Road played on James' side, on the Targaryen side here. So his economy flow throughout the game is going to be alright. Well, having that extra 2 gold every turn beyond this should be pretty helpful. And I know you guys have seen James. He's already been in the series with that awesome Trump mat. Just kidding. Not awesome at all. But yeah, we've seen him play a game earlier in the series. So you guys have seen some of what his deck can do. and how he plays. So we're going to see it again here. And obviously the winner of this game is going to move on to the finals, which will be coming up next on the channel. So make sure you hit that subscribe button to be notified when new videos go up. You can hit the little gear icon next to the subscribe button to be notified when I post anything or I go live. So if you want to be here for our live streams when we do them every now and then, make sure you hit that little gear icon and enable all notifications. And you'll get little notifications in your YouTube apps and whatnot when I post new content. So we got a duplicated copy of Daenerys Targaryen marshaled in. And it looks like a copy of Syrio's training put on Dany to give her a military icon, which is super interesting. I did not know he was playing that card in this deck, but that is an interesting call. Even for Tyrion, or the cards you have in your deck that don't have military icons, obviously, but Tyrion has a stealth. Dany could get stealth renown, a stand ability. She has insight. It's just another way of using her in other challenges to help flush out that military theme that James is running with this Targaryen Banner of the Lion deck. Not a bad choice. Helps with the Greyjoy matchups, I'm sure, having positive attachments on your characters. Help protect from those sea stone chairs and whatnot. But if you look at the board, both sides, you don't usually see many Syrio's trainings and bodyguards put into decks, at least from what I see. So pretty interesting choices here. So we had a challenger with Ser Jorah blocked by Dany. Dany's going to draw with insight. I think it was a military. And no money left on the Targaryen side, no fealty or anything like that, so you don't have to really worry about Dracarys. Obviously no Dragon or Dany standing right now. But when a Targaryen deck doesn't have any money or any econ to play their events, you can kind of feel a little safer. So we have an unopposed power challenge, getting a power on the board here for the Lannister player. And we have the intrigue challenge with Tyrion, triggering on both sides, getting that extra 2 gold. And it looks like Tyrion's going to block the unopposed. And grab a Widow's Wail to actually fully defend.
Easy enough. Easy enough. I'll take it.
And dominance going to the Lannister player for all the gold on the plot card there. So 2-0 for Brad, the Lannister player. And going into plot phase number 2 here. So it looks like Brad's chosen a noble cause there. You can see it as he's about to place it there. But James taking his time. Want to be careful here. You're in the top 4. You make some mistakes, it could cost you the game and be eliminated from the tournament. And it's calling the banners played on the Targaryen side into a noble cause on the Lannister side.
I'll be the first one. Okay. I get 4.
And I think we heard James say he's going first. He's going to get 4 gold there off the 4 characters. Don't forget those 2 Lannisport merchants hiding in the back there. We got Illyrio's estate, martial out for the Targaryen player. And immediately kneeling it to reduce something here he's going to play. And it's Khal Drogo with a duplicate. And a copy of Viserion. So Danny now has stealth. And we have another basically character that can be knelt for Dracarys. And also another military icon to help get Khal Drogo's little ability going for 2 military challenges. And luckily, Brad sees a dupe for Tyrion to help get him through that military onslaught. And Jaime is not bad either.
Let's do.
And a Rattleshirt's Raiders. Could get rid of that Sirius training or that Widow's Wail if he's in a challenge he wins. But just some more military there to try to stop the multiple military challenges from the Targaryen player. He does have 2 gold. Targaryen player does have 2 gold, so you gotta watch out for that Dracarys. Could be a put to the sword. Maybe even a sneaky tears. And no gold saved on the Lannister side. So even if he has a hand's judgment, he's got no money to stop any events that cost more than 0.
Brogo. Military.
So Khal Drogo there, as you heard James say, is going into a military challenge of 5. Remember, Dany is standing, so all of Brad's characters on the right are -1 if they're participating in the challenge while she's standing. So even putting Ser Jorah and the Rattleshirts in is not enough. It will tie. So you have to put in Jaime in that challenge to help out offset that negative. But you got to be careful. Jaime goes in there. He's -1 strength, which puts him in the range for Dracarys Burnage to send him to the dead pile by reducing him by another 4 strength. So Jorah's just going to go in there, block with 3. To prevent the possibility of the put to the sword.
3.
We have a Lannisport merchant claimed for military. And Drogo gains a renown.
Intrigue. No stealth.
So we got an intrigue challenge here with Tyrion and a Widow's Wail on him. Stealth and Jaime, so no defenders. Both gaining gold off Tyrion's ability. We see a put to the sword in the hand of Brad there, but he grabs, James grabs the Magister Illyrio. Misses put to the sword there by 1 card.
Those are my challenges. That's your challenge as well.
Yeah, he's got to be careful here. He has that put to the sword. He's got the 2 gold. But you got to be careful with Dany standing. She does have a military icon of her own. So we definitely can stop the put to the sword possibility. But you got to be careful that Dracarys could grab Jaime and kill him if you get too aggressive. Brad checking his plots there. Planning ahead. Maybe he can't get done what he needs to get done here. He's got a copy of Cersei in his hand also. We just saw there.
3 cards.
Just have to be careful with Tyrion too. That dupe and that bodyguard do nothing to save from a Dracarys. That's why you heard Brad asking how many cards are in hand. Just the possibility of a Dracarys there. He's trying to figure the odds out. But we do have Tyrion going in, gaining gold.
Get an action. I do not. I'll try to play it.
So here we go with the Dracarys.
Okay.
And Tyrion does get burned to the ground. And we got a funeral pyre played off of, Tyrion dying there. It was a Lord character, so that's going to get 3 cards for James. Probably thought the Hand's Judgment was going to be played there, but Brad didn't have it. It's pretty huge.
I'll do it.
And here we go with the military of 8. And we got a block of 5 here with Danny.
Okay.
Sorry, it wouldn't have been a military of 8. It would have been a military of 6, but now it's a military of 8 due to Danny kneeling.
I win, right? Yeah. Reaction.
So we get rid of that Serials training. So Danny loses that military icon.
It was opposed. We'll claim one. Or does one of these go to the discard? One goes to the
Yeah, one's
discard?
discard
Okay.
instead, yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry.
So James just deciding on who to claim here for military. It's going to be a dupe from Danny. Or not. I mean, he wants to take it off Khal Drogo. You saw him reach for him there, but that leaves him open to that Tears. So at least Danny's a little more protecting against Tears, but that leaves Danny open now for the possible put to the sword kill. But losing that Tyrion on the one side is huge. It's going to be big for the challenge phase economy math going forward for who's going to play what events. Losing that Tyrion definitely helps fuel that for sure. So we got summons played on the Targaryen side into trading with the Batoshi. Played on the Lannister side, so that's always good to see when you play summons and your opponent gives you 3 more gold. It just opens up your options of who you're able to search for and put into play. So feel a little safer when you grab your 7-coster that you might not be able to play and have to hold in the hand. At least you can throw it down on the board for sure when your opponent plays trading with Batoshi. So thank you to all you trading with Batoshi players hitting my summons when I play it. I love it. So the Targaryen player is at 2 power, 1 on Drogo there, 1 on the house guard. And Lannister player is at 4, 1 on Jaime, and 3 on the house guard. So no one's really run away with this yet. Still a pretty tight game, but will that Tyrion dying be the turning point of the game? We will see. The Targaryen player James here, taking some time, searching through those 10 cards. He obviously has some options, trying to make sure he makes the right choice. He's got a card chosen here, and it's Sir Ilyn Payne.
Okay.
Which right now can target that Ser Jorah. Kill him in the marshalling phase. Assuming he doesn't get treachered or milked before that happens.
We draw 2.
Yeah.
Alright. 1, 2.
So looks like Lannister's player is going first. And he's got 11 gold to play with here. We know he's got Miri in hand. So he plays the Western Fiefdoms.
More like Western fiefdom.
Fiefdoms. So we have a copy of Serial played, which he's definitely going the route of trying to get that put to the sword off here. So he's playing any character that can help him do that. And Cersei's great for baiting those Dracarys.
I guess we'll save those for.
I find in my experience, you throw her in a challenge at your opponent, and they look at their hand, they're about to lose a bunch of their cards, they might as well just play one in Dracarys here to keep the rest of the cards in the hand safe. And I like using her to just get rid of a Dracarys if I don't have the hinge judgment to stop it. But maybe that's the reason Brad's played her here. And he saved gold, so he does have enough for the put to the sword that's in his hand. Well, let's see what James marshals here. Could see a big copy of the mountain hit the board and really mess things up here, but I think the only thing that could really mess it up is a Sirio on the other side there to add some stealth to some characters to prevent them from blocking, or to help them block, I mean. And there is a copy of the mountain. I had a feeling he was coming. And no, I have not watched this video before.
Use Syrio to...
Beef cereal.
Gosh.
So we got Syria here going to trigger. Who does he give it to?
Gonna give it to...
Cersei's the only one on the board that needs a mill icon, but
I think I want to give it to...
anyone could use a stealth, so it's going to go to Jamie here, since he's going to participate in this military challenge, obviously.
I have 4 cards.
Okay. Not today. We will...
I don't know if you start with the intrigue with Cersei, or if you save her for a power challenge. She is his only power icon. Save her for defense. But he's going to go all in military here, stealthing Drogo and the mountain.
For 4? Or for these 4, I guess?
These 4, yeah.
And you're still thinking these 2?
Yeah.
So the only one who could defend right now is Viserion. Will he be used to be knelt to trigger Dracarys?
You have an action.
They're all -1 strength, so Sirio's only a 2, Jorah's a 3, Rattleshirts are a 2, and Jamie's a 4. And there is that Dracarys played. I would think you have to do it on Jamie. Yep, it's going to be on Jamie, and Jamie dies. So that is too bad. The risk, did the risk pay off here? Still wins by 5.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Reaction. Discard attachment. Sure.
Yes.
So Widow's Will discarded there from the Rattleshirts. Put to the sword. And you hear James laughing there. He points out all the characters. He's got 4 amazing characters on the board.
Sword bananas.
And it's going to be the mountain.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. The first thing that has to happen is that.
Wait, it's not even a bad turn.
Yeah, so. Claim, or unopposed, claim.
Oh, yeah, there's a claim involved.
So Landsport Merchant goes for claim. And Ser Jorah will gain renown.
And then. Gosh. I suppose.
So at least killing the mountain, he gets rid of the possibility of 2 military challenges this turn.
Military.
So we got the military here with Khal Drogo, no defenders.
Giving you this one.
We've had James's house card there pushed off of the board. So it's tough to see. I don't know if I'll end up coming over and moving it here. So we got to try to keep track. And he keeps moving it further. I think he's got 3 power on his house card right now. Plus 2 on Drogo.
We'll do power.
And power is stealthing Cersei.
So, Seer, if I block, you take
Well,
one from my...
Stealth.
Oh, stealth.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, then it's unopposed. Okay.
Oh, there you moved it back. Thanks a lot, James. You're awesome. So we got unopposed, power claim,
I'll use it inside.
and a draw from Insight.
I get dominance.
Yeah.
And dominance goes to the Lannister player. So 5 on the Lannister side for power. And it looks like we have 7 on the Targaryen side. So still a close game, but we've seen Jaime and Tyrion die on the Lannister side. So this is that kill that I was just talking about earlier in the game. About how James' deck just puts the pressure on, just starts killing guys. I mean, he hasn't really got Khal Drogo going crazy with the multiple militaries, but he's removing very important characters nonetheless using Dracarys. And we see Brad's got a First Snow of Winter in hand there. Oh, is that what he's playing? I don't know. He's switching his plots around there, so he's got Accounting Coppers, calling the banners. And they're going to select plots here, so it's a trading into a calling the banners. So Lannister player is going to get all of the gold.
I'll get 4 I'll go first, I guess.
Draw.
Yeah.
So Brad took the 4 from calling the banners there, from the 4 characters across the board, but I don't know if he took the 3 for Pentoshi. I guess that's it right there. He just plopped down. But he didn't take 3 gold plus a Rose Road. I don't know if he just shorted himself on gold there. And he saved 1. Yeah, I think he did. I could be wrong. No, maybe not. So he played the mountain, reduced the mountain. So the mountain cost him 6. But he should have had 4 from the plot and the Rose Road. 4 from calling the banners, another 3. So no, maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he shorted himself there. Yeah, I should have had 11 total. Yeah, 11 total, and you only played a Loyalist plus the Mountain, which is 8. But he reduced the Mountain with the fiefdoms. Yeah, I think he definitely missed his gold there. That's too bad. Alright, so we got Ilan Payne finally marshaled out here, who we saw grab that summons earlier. And we have all 3 Rose Roads out on the Targaryen side, which is pretty crazy. And there's that Ilan Payne killing Ser Jorah. So yeah, I think Brad just forgot to take the 3 from trading with Matoshi. I think that's what happened there.
Wait a minute.
We'll see if they catch it.
Let's give. Let's play defense.
So we got the Sirio about to be triggered here.
We will.
You heard Brad just say there, should he be thinking about defense here instead of being offensive, using the stealth?
We'll give stealth.
So Cersei gets the stealth in the mill. I'll do a military stealth. So we got a mill here with Sirio. He's 2 strength because Dany's standing. Stealthing Drogo. Viserion's there for 2, but Ty gets to go to the attacker. So Brad just trying to poke through a cheeky military challenge here. Oh, and James is grabbing his gold. Oh, it's the Hound. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so the Hound will defend and bounce back to hand. I was a little worried that Dracarys was coming here. I was going to say he's got his 3rd one. That is nuts.
I'll just sit on this 1 card.
Okay.
So that's going to be a challenge for the Lannister player. He passes over to James, the Targaryen player.
I'll stealth.
Unopposed.
So intrigue challenge with Tyrion, stealthing the mountain. Gaining some gold there off Tyrion. No defenders, unopposed. Claiming the seal of the hand that was left in Brad's hand there. And having that mountain standing there is definitely slowing James down there, doing those military challenges. You usually want to walk into the mountain, who's going to defend your challenge, gain renown off it, and possibly pillage and kill characters on your board. So that's slowing him down there from just going crazy with the mill challenges. We do have Dany with stealth due to Viserion being out on the board there. But Cersei does have stealth of her own to help block defensively.
The absolute madman.
And James just checking his plots here, checking the cards in hand, trying to think ahead here. Whether he should do anything now or just pass and see what he can do next turn. He does have the Hound in hand.
Pounding again.
Yeah, if you don't use it, you lose.
So he's going to play the Hound for his final gold there. So no gold left on the Targaryen's card there.
Military.
So we got a military challenge here with Drogo, the Hound, and Viserion. That's 13 strength, if I've counted correctly there. Which is just enough to beat the Mountain plus the Wild Shirts Raiders. So most likely we'll kill that Targaryen loyalist. Oh, we do have Cersei started with the military icon. Totally forgot about that. Getting it from Syrio. So they'll all go in to defend.
I got 13. Juice.
So Renown off the mountain. Pillage is the last copy of Dracarys. That is one of the best pillages I've ever seen. I think that may be close to competing with killing, you know, a 7-coster off the top of the deck. Getting rid of that last Dracarys against a Targaryen deck is huge. Huge.
Get dominance.
Totally changes how you do challenges from this point on.
10.
So Lannister player's at 5. And the Targaryen player is at 10. And we have confiscation flipped on the Targaryen side into counting the coppers flipped on the Lannister side. So the Lannister player is going to draw some cards. He has no cards in hand, so he's top decking here. He just got a copy of Tyrion for sure, but that's not really going to help him right now. And the confiscation is going to hit nobody. No attachments in play right now. Now, first action here is not to do Sir Ilyn Payne, I guess. It's going to dupe Dany, so that Lannister or the Targaryen loyalist should be knelt now on Brad's side. He should do that as a challenge or a marshalling action before Ilyn Payne goes off. If he has a Targaryen character in hand, obviously. But he might not.
1, 2, 3. 1.
So he plays a copy of King's Road. And there goes that Targaryen loyalist. And no other character's Marshal. That is too bad.
Yeah, let's give
So
it.
Cersei's going to get the military and stealth off of Syrio this turn again. We see a Widow's Wail in hand of the Lannister player. Which I think he's going to have to definitely use defensively here. He's got to slow this Targaryen player down from basically rushing to the win here off of Renown and Stealth. He's got Dany Stealth, Tyrion Stealth, and he's got Drogo with Renown. And Drogo's initiating a second challenge, military challenge due to his ability. So I think if the Targaryen players just focus on military challenges here, or sorry, power challenges here, and just trying to get those through unopposed. Maybe drawing some cards off Danny. Maybe getting the unopposed intrigues through, possibly.
Intrigue challenge?
He can whittle away on power.
Still. Syria. Actually, can't stop that.
And maybe just play defensively against the mountain, try to win the militaries on defense. And get renown off Drogo that way. And there goes that Whittle's Will from the intrigue challenge. Tyrion going to work there.
Low health.
Gaining some extra gold off of Tyrion there to enableize that hound. So we got a power challenge here with the hound, 6 strength. Cersei's only 4. If he lets it go unopposed, there'll be 2 more power on the Tyrion side. I'm just taking it closer to the win.
Check my house.
So no defenders. It's gonna put the Targaryen player, I think, at 13. Yeah, 13 power, 2 away from the win here.
Okay. I guess I can go a real wild man here. Try to set myself on fire. I do get 2 military challenges. Seems so bad though.
Yeah, he's debating doing the military challenges here with Drogo. He's got 2 left. But military is not a problem on the other side. But I mean, if you do them at him, you risk the mountain going off. But I mean, you do also get the mountain knelt, and maybe some other characters knelt. If not, you're killing them. So most likely he's going to put the choice on Brad to have to defend. But then it leaves you open for him to come back with military challenges. So.
Oh, I can only do one military challenge.
I personally would just not worry about defending military, since I have Dany duped and Drogon duped, and would just try to use Drogon on defense to prevent the power challenge. But Cersei does have a stealth on her from Syrio, so I guess she could stealth past Drogon.
5, 10.
We see a treachery in the hand of the Lannister player there.
Full military stealth.
See bait in the put to the sword. So we got a military here, stealth in Khal Drogo. Got the Mountain, Syrio, and the Rattle Shirts in there. It looks like the Hound's going to come dropping in again.
It's a hound.
But would it be enough? So we got Mountain there at 9. Syrio adding another 2. That's 11 plus another 2 is 13.
Elimination, no attachments. There's a nuclear claim.
So he does win the military. We're going to go for claim here. I'm not sure why we're not doing... Nope, never mind. I was going to say the Hound, but the Hound lost, so he does not have to go back to hand. Brad keeps reading his treachery there. I'm wondering why. What's he going to try to cancel? So James trying to decide who he's going to kill. And again, it's going to be the dupe off Dany. So that's Dany's exposed now for the rest of the game. So it's a King's Road pillaged off the top of the deck. Not a character he needs to turn this game around.
I guess you're gonna get comments.
So dominance goes to the Targ player. Lannister player didn't have enough there to do much else. It would just be defended by Dany because she has stealth, and she would just get some card draw happening there and totally block the challenge. Alright, March to the Wall played on the Targaryen side. First Snow of Winter played on the Lannister side. And it sounds like James, the Targaryen player, has chosen himself to go first. So we got the Rattle Shirts and Viserion March there. So Dany's lost her stealth ability that she gained from Viserion. So let's see if James can close it out here. He is 1 power away from winning. He's going first. He does have stealth on Tyrion, but he's got Syrio across the board there, throwing stealth around to whoever needs it. So I was in the other top 4 game, and I did win. So next up on the channel is whoever wins this game here faces me. Mwah. So I'm at another final table in a regional. Can I win this time, though? We will see. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Hit that subscribe button. Support the channel. It's free. I appreciate everyone who does that. So Sir Jaime marshaled out here. Who is another renown that's needed to get him to that win. And that's it. Brad's going to scoop it. He just realized he's got nothing in hand that can stop that. Not a lot of characters going back to hand there that matter. So congrats to James, winning with his Lannister Banner of the Dragon. He's moving on to the finals here at the Pennsylvania 2016 Game of Thrones 2nd Edition Card Game Regionals. Thank you to everyone for your support. If you want to support the channel, hit that subscribe button, like I said. Hit the like button. Leave some comments below. And if you want to donate as little as $1 a month, you can do so on patreon.com/Rob's Gaming Table. You can see on the screen there. And I appreciate everyone who's done so. So far, you guys are all amazing. All right, we'll see you guys in the next video. It's the finals.